Hello, welcome to Past Words, Present Times, the Indianapolis Shakespeare Company's response in solidarity with Black Lives Matter. I'm Diane Timmerman, Executive Artistic Director of Indy Shakes. All of us at Indy Shakes wanted to respond artistically to what's happening in our world right now, and so we turned to William Shakespeare, who didn't disappoint us. We found several pieces that sounded just like they were written last week. And so 7 of our Indy Shakes artists have selected pieces and will present them to you now. They'll describe the monologue from the play, and then they'll also tell you why they picked it and what it means to them right here, right now, in this moment. From all of us at Indianapolis Shakespeare Company, please enjoy Past Words, Present Times, the Indianapolis Shakespeare Company's response to Black Lives Matter.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Johnson, and this monologue is from the play King John. In this particular part of the play, Constance is publicly grieving the loss of her son. And with everything going on right now, that resonates with me very deeply.
No. I will know peace, having breath to cry. That my tongue were in the thunder's mouth. Then, with the passion, would I shake the world and rouse from sleep that fell anatomy which cannot hear a lady's feeble voice, which scorns a modern invocation. I am not mad. This hair I tear is mine. My name is Constance. I was Geoffrey's wife. Young Arthur is my son, and he is lost. I am not mad. I would to heaven I were. For then 'tis like I should forget myself. Oh, if I could. What grief should I forget? Preach some philosophy to make me mad. For being not mad, but sensible of grief, my reasonable part produces reason, how I may be delivered of these woes, and teaches me to kill or hang myself. If I were mad, I should forget my son. Or madly think a babe of cloths were he. I am not mad. Too well. Too well I feel the different plague of each calamity.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Daniel A. Martin, and the monologue that I chose to do comes from Henry V. This monologue resonates with me because in the play, the king is also being mocked by a high authority. And like Henry, him and his community aren't standing for it. Enjoy. We are glad the dolphin is so pleasant with us. Is present in your pains. We thank you for. When we have matched our rackets to these balls, we will play a set, shall strike his father's crown. And we understand him well. How he comes o'er us with our wilder days, not measuring what use we made of them. But tell the dolphin, I will keep my state, be like a king and show my cell of greatness. and tell the pleasant prince this mock of his hath turned his balls to gunstone, and his soul shall stand sore charged for the wasteful vengeance that shall fly with them. For many 1,000 widows shall this his mock out of their dear husbands, mock mothers from their sons, mock castles down. And some are yet ungotten and unborn that shall have caused the cursed dolphin scorn. But this lies within the will of God, to whom I do appeal, and tell the Dauphin his jest will savor but of shallow wit, when thousands weep more than did laugh at it.
Hello, my name's Clare Wiltshire, and today I will be performing a piece from Henry VI, Part 2. In this particular monologue, Henry is watching as an innocent man is taken away and arrested and taken to prison. But I chose this piece because I think it speaks to the paralysis and the feelings of helplessness that we as white people feel during this movement. And while I know that those feelings are very valid and they are incredibly real, it's up to us to move beyond that feeling of helplessness and that paralysis and put those emotions into action. My heart is drowned with grief, whose flood begins to flow within mine eyes. My body round, engirt with misery. And as the butcher takes away the calf, and binds the wretch, and beats it when it strays, bearing it to the bloody slaughterhouse, even so, remorseless, have they borne him hence. And as the dam runs lowing up and down, looking the way her harmless young one went, and can do naught but wail her darling's loss, even so myself bewails this good man's case with sad, unhelpful tears. And with dimmed eyes look after him, and cannot do him good. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Adam Tran. I'm going to do Bastard's monologue from King John, wherein he rallies the king to battle. But this is especially relevant to me right now because it is a call to action, and it is a battle against complacency. Wherefore do you droop? Why look you sad? Be great in act as you have been in thought. Be stirring as the time. Be fire with fire. Threaten the threatener and outface the brow of bragging horror. So shall inferior eyes grow great by your example and put on the dauntless spirit of resolution. Away, and glisten like the god of war when he intendeth to become the field. What? Shall they seek the lion in his den and fright him there, and make him tremble there? Oh, let it not be said. Forage and run to meet displeasure farther from the doors and grapple with him ere he come so nigh. Shall we, upon the footing of our land, send fair play orders, make compromise, insinuation, parley, and base truce to arms invasive? Let's, my friend, to arms.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Moore, and this piece is from Henry IV, Part 2. This monologue is the Archbishop basically explaining why he is part of a rebellion against the king. But this monologue today represents those extinguished voices who have no choice but to demand change. I and many Black, Indigenous, and other people of color resonate with this prerequisite notion. Wherefore do I this? So the question stands. Briefly, to this end, we are all diseased, have brought ourselves into a burning fever, and we must bleed for it. But, noble sir, I take not on me here as a physician, nor do I as an enemy to peace troop in the throngs of military men, but rather to show awhile a fearful war, to purge the obstructions that begin to stop our very veins of life. Hear me more plainly. I have an equal balance justly weighed, what wrongs our arms may do, what wrongs we suffer, and find our griefs heavier than our offenses. We see which way the stream of time doth run, and we are enforced from our most quiet there by the rough torrent of occasion, and have the summary of all our griefs when time shall serve to show in articles, which long ere this we offer to the king, and by no suit gain our audience. When we are wronged and would unfold our griefs, we are denied access unto his person by those very men that most have done us wrong. The dangers of the days, but newly gone, whose memory is written on this earth with yet appearing blood, and all the examples of every minute's instant present now hath put us in these ill-beseeming arms, not to break any peace or any branch of it, but to establish a peace here indeed, concurring both name and quality.
Hi, my name is Kim Egan. I'm performing a monologue from The Winter's Tale, in which Paulina comes to tell the king that his wife Hermione has died because of his betrayal and injustice. But what this piece represents to me is a person standing up to someone in power and holding them accountable for their violent actions, and demanding answers despite the risk to herself. Oh, thou tyrant! Do not repent these things, for they are heavier than all thy woes can stir. Therefore betake thee to nothing but despair. 1,000 knees, 10,000 years together, naked, fasting upon a barren mountain, and still winter in storm perpetual could not move the gods to look that way thou wert. What steady torments, tyrant, hast for me? What wheels, racks, fires, what flaying, boiling in leads or oils, what old or newer torture must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste of thy most worst? Thy tyranny, together working with thy jealousies, fancies too weak for boys, too green and idle for girls of 9. Oh! Think what they have done, and then run mad, indeed, stark mad. For all thy bygone fooleries were but spices of it. The sweetest, dearest creatures dead. And vengeance for it not dropped down yet.
Hi, this is Millicent. I'm a new member of the Indianapolis Shakespeare Company, which is really quite a thrill. I'm outside on my porch doing my intro because I live 3.5 blocks from the mural that marks the Chris Beatty's murder during the post-protest violence on Saturday, Sunday, May the 31st. It means a lot to me that the Indianapolis Shakespeare Company created this collection of Shakespeare's monologues that speak to the present and give means to express so many of the emotions that I have right now and that continue to bubble up and spill over from the murders of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and post George Floyd from David McAtee. Titus Andronicus, and I'm reading my notes because I wanted to make sure that I said this correctly. Titus Andronicus, as some of you will know, is an odd selection for an African American to be doing at this time. I mean, due to the actions in the play that are brought about from the character Aaron the Moor. But if you take the monologue out of the play, this monologue captures a parent's grief, the sorrow of others for the murders of the two men, which are Titus's sons, a rallying call for help from others to fight this wrongdoing, and most importantly, a vow to take action to right these wrongs. I mean, to me, Titus is saying he cannot have a true feeling of joy and warmth until this injustice is dealt with. In doing this piece, I need to make myself accountable, like Titus. As theater often asks its audiences questions, I posed this question that came up from working on this monologue. If we genuinely care about our humanity, do we continue to weep and rant? Or do we gather ourselves together and take action to move towards reform and equality? Thank you. Titus Andronicus, Act 3, Scene 1. Why, I have not another tear to shed. Besides, this sorrow is an enemy, and would usurp upon my watery eyes and make them blind with tributary tears. Then which way shall I find revenge's cave? For these new deaths do seem to speak to me, and threat me I shall never come to bliss till all these mischiefs be returned again, even in their throats that have committed them. Come, let me see what task I have to do. You heavy people circle me about, that I may turn me to each one of you and swear unto my soul to right your wrongs. The vow is made. As for thee, boy, go get thee from my sight. Thou art an exile, and thou must not stay. Hie to thy friends, and raise an army there. And if ye love me, as I think you do, let's kiss and part, for we have much to do.
Hello everyone, my name is Shantae Gaston and I'm a company member for the Indianapolis Shakespeare Company. Thank you so much for watching Past Words, Present Times, Indy Shakes' artistic response to the Black Lives Matter movement that is happening today. If you'd like to do more, we have 3 neighborhood organizations that are doing amazing work in our communities. We urge you to make a donation to Aspire House, Flanner House, and Computers for Kids at Ignite Academy. Also, if you're looking for some great places to patronize, please visit Cleo's Bodega and Gugman House Brewery, both of which are celebrating their 1-year birthdays this week. Also, please visit Tinker Coffee. If you'd like more information on how you can give, full information will be on Indy Shakes' website and social media sites. Thank you again for watching. and we hope you were moved by Indy Shake's presentation of Past Words, Present Times.